Part 2 of the Shackled City Adventure Path has been released on my website, d20.pub. Obviously, there's a link below. There's no spoilers in this video, so players, feel free to watch this and then let your narrators know if you like what you hear. If you're not familiar with it, the Shackled City was a series of modules originally published in old dungeon magazines by Paizo Publishing. You've probably heard that name before because they are the publishers of Pathfinder, which is an offshoot of D&D 3.5. Don't worry, if you're a 5th edition D&D player, there is actually 5e conversions for all of the modules in the Shackled City Adventure Path. Again, link below. These modules will actually take characters from 1st all the way up to 20th level if you use all of them, but you can also pick and choose, which is really cool. Now, all of the old dungeon magazines have been made available for free on archive.org, but they're rather low quality PDFs and they're not searchable. Therefore, I have been transcribing them onto my website, d20.pub, so you can easily read them on any device, mobile, tablet, computer, whatever. Plus, you can search the text of the content as well to make your life easier to look for things. I'm doing this because I'm using the entire adventure path for my second Ptolus campaign, which is affectionately titled Ugly Incorporated, or Ugly Inc. for short. You can watch a previous video where I actually discussed this game. Now, I previously released part 1, which is called Life's Bazaar, and I have a conversion guide to use that module in Ptolus instead of the original city of Cauldron. You can do either one. I'm not going to be going into that much depth in this video, but make sure you subscribe and hit the tolling bell to be notified when I do release that video. That's a little Ptolus inside humor. Now, even if you're not running a Ptolus campaign, this old adventure series is absolutely epic. In Flood Season, which is part 2, the city of Cauldron, or Ptolus, is threatened by flooding during a rainy season. Now, normally there's magical wands of control water that are used to control the flooding, but they've been stolen and taken to a dungeon below the city. The player characters presumably will track down and recover the stolen wands. The module is written for 4th to 6th level characters. Now there's 2 really cool maps that are going to be location battles. One is a big tavern where there should be some combat, and another is an extensive dungeon. The tavern and dungeon could be put anywhere in your campaign. In Ptolus, I'll get into that a little bit later. Now, you can check out the entire module on my website, and again, stay tuned for a detailed guide on how to use this inside of Ptolus. Alright, Flugelhorn. The RPG content is done, but I wanted to tell you about something else I'm doing. I have programmed and released a free website for finding and following food trucks. It's called foodtruckyourself.com. If you ever visit food trucks, please tell them about this website and let them know it will always be free for them to have a profile to be listed on our live map. Not only that, you can follow food trucks and get text messages when your favorites are open. Again, this is totally free. Facebook and other social media websites simply suck for food trucks. Anybody that's ever used them, you've gotten a notification 12 hours or 6 hours or whatever after the food truck has already closed. They're simply not timely. And on top of that, normally any social media is only going to notify between 1 to 10% of a Facebook page or any other page's followers, whereas foodtruckyourself.com texts 100% of the followers 100% of the time that they're open. This will help support this channel. I can continue making D&D content as these other businesses are successful as well. If you don't want to do that, that's totally fine. I've got a Patreon. You can check that out. If you don't want to do that either, that's cool as well. Just wanted to share that, and hopefully it blesses somebody. Until next time, stay out of the shadow of the spire.